Welcome back inside the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas on the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino postgame show. We're joined by head coach Richard Pitino of the Lobos, New Mexico Falls, on the road at UNLV, 83-73. Coach Pitino, a hotly contested first half, 40-38 Rebels at the break. It's a 2-point game as UNLV took control of the game in the second half. What did you see?
Obviously, again, we second game in a row, really third game in a row, coming out of halftime. We just didn't have the pop that we did in the first half. I think we've played in conference 3 really good first halves. But for whatever reason, we're not coming out, and we're not ready to go in the first 4 minutes. So starts with me and the coaching staff. We got to get them more ready coming out of there. They made a run. It was kind of felt similar to Colorado State a little bit. We came back. Give them credit. They played well, but I know we're better than this.
Coach, it was really a 3-point game in the first half. At the closing, I think it was maybe 35, 40 seconds out of a timeout. Were you trying to run a play from Ashburn
at the end of the first half?
At the end of the first half.
Yeah, trying to run a quick little play from Ashburn. First half was fine. It was a 2-point game going into the locker room. We fouled there. I think it was a 2-point game, right?
Yeah,
and then we fouled coming out of a press. Mustafa did, but I don't have much complaints on the first part of it, but the second part of it's got to be better.
Coach, as they sealed it late, it looked like Caleb Boone down on the block was the go-to play. I think there were 4 consecutive possessions. He was pretty good in single coverage. Terrific. What were your thoughts there on what he did there in the second half?
He was really good. We did trap him a couple times, and he hurt us on that as well. Tried to get Nelly back in the game. We trapped him a couple times. They got a 3 off of it. We got to play better defense for sure.
Yeah, I thought that was in the second half. It was just post up after Boone, and that was the difference. And defensively, that UNLV did, they brought double and triple teams on top end and Nelly, and just couldn't get any post up action in the second half.
They did, yep. And we certainly got to do a better job on a kid who scores 29 points, right? That's obvious. We're giving up 58% from the field in the second half. It's going to be hard to beat anybody. So we'll watch the film and we'll make some adjustments and continue to work.
The discrepancy from the 3-point line is another thing that stands out, and they were not a really efficient 3-point shooting team coming into tonight, but Keelan Boone in particular, those are the only shots he took tonight, Coach.
5 for 11. We're not getting enough of them. You know what I mean? We've got guys who've got to shoot them, knock them down. It's going to be hard to win. Now, we got to the free throw line, which is good. We haven't been doing that in conference.
And made them.
Which is good. Had the right guys there for sure. But we got to be able to knock down some more shots than that. We're a better shooting team than that. So, like I said, I thought our defense certainly let us down in the second half. We did some good things. We turned them over at times. We were able to out-rebound them, but still, again, not playing a complete game on the road.
Unusual that you turn it over more than your opponent, though. What do you think they did to cause the low?
Their pressure really bothered us.
Their size?
They put the kid Rodriguez. Yeah. Anyone who brought the ball up. Jalen was a little bit better, certainly, than Donovan, but they were physical, they were aggressive, they had length. That certainly bothered us.
Cutting the court in half, it seemed like. Rodriguez wouldn't let you reverse it.
No doubt. Yep, he was good. He was a problem for sure.
Final question. A ton of fouls called in this game. Again, in the first half, I think we had 23 or 24 combined fouls called in the first half, and it seemed like everybody on the court had 2 fouls.
We were able to weather the foul trouble best we could and go in the locker room, obviously, with a 1-possession game. It didn't kill us as much in the second half, but certainly there were a lot of fouls both sides of it. And then we had fouls to give. We were trying to be a little bit more aggressive in the second half.
What were you focused on most as you prepare for San Diego State Saturday?
Well, we'll watch this game, and obviously we just played. We'll go back early tomorrow morning, and we'll just get back to work. We'll clean this up as well as just try to continue to build an identity for this team.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Lobo Coach Richard Pitino here post-game in Las Vegas. New Mexico falls to the Rebels by the score of 83-73.